Hello and welcome to the Sim Racing Corner. Today I'm reviewing a very interesting shifter. It's the cheapest all-metal H-pattern shifter currently on the market. Since publishing my teardown video where I introduced this shifter, there's been a lot of interest and requests to get on to the review, and here it is. The first thing to note, this device is PC compatible only and will work with any driving game that supports a manual shifter. The shifter has 8 mappable gears. You bind each individual gear in the game settings and that's all you need to do. It's a generic USB button controller, so compatibility is assured. The gearstick is M8 threaded, so you can replace the gear knob. It's also height adjustable simply by unscrewing or screwing down the gear knob and then securing it with the retention nut. The shifts have a solid positive action. I measured the pull force at 2.2 kilograms. We can take off the metal top plate and examine the shifter mechanism. Micro switches are mounted along the gear gates and these are wired up to the controller board. The working parts providing the mechanical resistance is a surprisingly simple and elegant design. It's all metal with an arrangement of springs. There's no obvious weak points in this structure and nothing that will require servicing in the future. The casing is a simple box shape along with a basic mount solution, and what we have as a result is something that's completely utilitarian, and the low price of the shifter is a reflection of its practical use of materials. There's nothing extra, there's nothing wasted, everything you see is everything you need to get this shifter working, and there is nothing wrong with that. The sum of these parts is a completely solid feeling shifter. We have it installed onto the sim rig. You will have noticed I have swapped out the gear knob with one of my spares to try something different. Now we'll move on to the final part of this review to talk about its performance. The immediate sense you get from handling this shifter is it's utterly sturdy, and of course it should be. It's completely constructed from metal. There's no flex or looseness due to the tight tolerances of all the connected parts. If you look past the basic appearance of the shifter, which I personally don't mind, it's clean looking and a reasonably compact footprint. The tactile feedback you get from this gearbox is what I would expect from a more expensive sim shifter. In fact, it feels more premium than my modded Logitech shifter and even better than the Thrustmaster TH8A and Fanatic Club Sport shifters that I've previously owned. You must be physically assertive operating this shifter at all times. The 2 kilograms of tension clamping the gear stick and the robust centering springs are strong resistive forces. As I mentioned, no flex comes from the shifter, so as long as the mounting surface is stiff, it's going to feel like it's an integrated component of your setup. That's something you may not think about in advance, but it's something you really appreciate when your hardware is securely planted and there's no additional play. The gearstick travel is perfect, I wouldn't change anything there. The simple mechanism used to transmit the immersive mechanical tactile feedback is durable. The way it's designed means there's nothing to easily wear out or break. Misshifting shouldn't be an issue as long as the unit is mounted in a good, comfortable position. Look at the gear stick position in a real car, that's your template you want to emulate. Planting a manual sim shifter in a poor ergonomic position, that awkwardness is more likely to make it difficult to hit the right gears every time. Don't blame the shifter, it's down to where it's placed. so you shouldn't struggle finding the gears, and the slanted ends of the channels helps direct the travel and prevent sticking. I must admit, this is a surprise package. Definitely not the results I anticipated when I first laid eyes on this shifter, and then I got to use it and I'm very impressed. Sometimes I get a product into review which is only installed for the duration of the testing and the review process. Then it gets taken off the rig and put on a shelf. Well, that's not going to happen in this case. It's staying on the sim rig as I'd like it. I like it a lot, and therefore I definitely recommend it. The price is really good and it feels great. What's not to like? If you've been waiting patiently for my review, I hope you got the information you're looking for here. And indeed, anyone who already owns the shifter, do drop your feedback in the comments section and share your opinions of what it's been like to use this shifter. I know a lot of people that buy products look for reviews after they've had it to see if they made the right decision. And yeah, let me know what you think about the shifter. It's good to share that knowledge to everyone else as well. Okay guys, we're done here for this one. As always, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, happy simming and bye bye.